Hi there, I'm Crystal Gazer and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I make videos on Guild Wars 2 with emphasis on PvE gameplay. If you like this video and want to see more content like it, then don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you want to be notified of future videos, hit the little bell icon and turn on notifications. To bastardise the Shakespearean phrase, to boost or not to boost, that is the question. So when you buy an expansion for Guild Wars 2, you'll get a level 80 booster. You can also buy those from the gem store. And the Guild Wars 2 community seems quite heavily divided over whether or not you should use those boosters. Today I thought what we'd look at is what happens when you use them, what happens with levelling normally, other ways that you could speed up the process of levelling, and hopefully provide enough information for you to be able to make the decision yourself as to whether it's a good or a bad idea for you. There are multiple different ways that you can enhance or boost your levelling. The first one I want to talk about are Insta Scrolls. So the Insta Scrolls are every 10 levels from level 20 to 80. The level 80 boosters have 3 ways that they can be earned or got, sorry. One is by buying them from the gem store, another is by getting the expansions, and the third one is by having a character that's old enough. I believe we have now hit that point where you can have a character whose birthday reward includes an Insta 80 scroll. The Insta Scrolls put you to the level that it states on the scroll. And the primary way that you earn the level 20, because there isn't below that, so the level 20 to 70 boosters are through your birthday rewards. Now, your birthday rewards are not account birthdays, they are your character birthdays. So for every character that you have that is 1 year plus in real world years, you get an Insta Scroll. The first year it's level 20, then 30, 40, and I believe, like I say, that we've hit the point where you can earn a level 80 booster, or Insta Scroll, sorry, through your birthday rewards for any character that is old enough. And you can use those Insta Scrolls on any character, be that one you've already made or a new character. So you've just bought the expansion, or you've just bought an Insta 80 from the gem store, and now you want to use it. What will happen? You'll be transported to the Silver Wastes. At this point, you have not consumed your Insta 80 scroll. I think it's good that ANET have acknowledged that for some people this will not be the right idea, and that this might be quite a big decision. Because for a lot of people, you'll be taking a brand new character who's just completed the tutorial and suddenly putting them at max level without any of the gentle opening up of the class and all the intricacies of it that you get if you level in core. So once you get there, you will be given a generic set of exotic armor. Exotic armor is not the highest level stats in the game, but it is the baseline that people tend to aim for when they get a level 80 character. So you'll be given a generic set of gear and access to all your traits, all your skills, and essentially told to go have at. For some people that'll be great, and like I say, for some people that'll be terrifying, or at least daunting. Once you've had time to play around with it in the Silver Wastes and you decide to leave, that's when you consume your Insta 80 scroll. Don't worry though, it does ask you to confirm that this is what you want to do, and it will tell you that you are about to consume your level 80 Insta scroll. So as I've said before, the Guild Wars 2 community seems quite divided over whether an Insta 80 scroll should be used, and if they think it should, then when. What's my opinion? I think it's up to you, to be perfectly honest. If you're the sort of person that loves getting to grips with intricate build systems, or you like being thrown in at the deep end, or you have experience with MMOs, you're prepared to look stuff up if you get stuck, I would say go and try it out. In fact, I think that would be my advice anyway. If you think you might enjoy doing it that way, try it out until you leave the silver wastes. You haven't actually consumed it, therefore you haven't actually lost anything. So if you try it out and you are enjoying it, then you leave the silver wastes, you've consumed your scroll, you can then earn the money in game to be able to actually get the gear that you want. But at least you've got level 80 gear to be sort of playing around with, you know, while you're map clearing and earning money and all sorts. If when you get there you find, actually, no, I don't understand all this and I'm having to look up way more stuff than I would want to, and this is all seeming like work, which it's not supposed to, it's a game, then don't consume it. You know, it's as simple as that. Go back to leveling. And I will get into other ways to sort of boost in a minute. So the next method of level boosting that I want to get into are tomes of knowledge. I think I'm going to cover writs of experience here as well, actually. So tomes of knowledge boost you by a full level. Writs of experience boost you by a 20th of a level. You can take the writs of experience to the Mystic Toilet vendor and get them changed for a tome of knowledge once you've got 20 writs of experience. That means that they'll take up less space in the bank. So if you've got limited space in the bank, it's useful. It also means you don't have to click quite so many times to get a full level. And I've just realised that I've used the nickname for the Mystic Forge. Okay, so the Mystic Forge is nicknamed the Mystic Toilet because it has multiple different recipes that you can, where you can throw items in and get different items out. However, not all of them are guaranteed to give you the item you want back. Hence the nickname of the Mystic Toilet, because you can end up throwing loads of stuff in there and still not getting what you want. So you've just flushed all those things down the drain. There are multiple different ways to earn writs of experience and tomes of knowledge, and if you find you've got them coming out of your ears, then you can turn tomes of knowledge into spirit shards at the Mystic Forge vendor. Spirit shards are a currency in the game. So the final way to boost or enhance your leveling is to actually boost the amount of XP you're getting. You can use consumable boosters, food. You get it through the reward chests to do with achievement points. For every 500 achievement points you get a chest, and in those you get a boost to karma, you get a boost to magic find, money gain, and XP. And those are account wide and they are perma boosts. Finally, a slightly contentious topic. If you are a free account holder, you will not be getting the same amount of XP as paid for account holders do. So one way to boost your XP gain would be to buy the game. If you'd like me to do a video on what the difference between a paid for and free account are, then let me know in the comments and I'll get on to that. Right then, so just to recap, we've talked about Insta Scrolls, which are where you instantly go to the level that it says on the scroll. We've talked about Tomes of Knowledge, which is an increase by 1 level, Writs of Experience, which is an increase of a 20th of a level, and then different ways to just generally boost the amount of XP you're gaining for anything. If there's a topic that hasn't come up in this series yet that you'd like me to cover, then please drop it in the comments and I'll have a look at getting that done. And as always, thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe and click that notification bell.